Hello and welcome back. Today, we're diving into 11 astonishing psychological insights about women that could completely shift your perspective. Get ready, because 97% of men are unaware of these revelations and often face rejection. But here's the exciting part. You can become part of the elite 5% who truly stand out by understanding these insights. And ladies, this isn't just for the men. Knowing these truths about yourselves will make you even more magnetic and captivating. Before we get started, I'd appreciate a quick favor. If you're eager to discover these secrets, please hit that like button. It really helps us provide more powerful content. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to click that subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Let's keep this engaging. If you're interested in this topic, drop a 1 in the comments, and if you think we could do better, type Z and share your thoughts. Now, let's explore these amazing insights that will enhance your understanding of women and relationships. Psychological insight number 1. Women often fall in love based on scent. Research indicates that if a woman likes a man's fragrance, her feelings for him can increase significantly. A study from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro found that her affection can rise dramatically. Psychological insight number 1. Women have a heightened sensitivity to scent, as they possess about 50% more neurons in their olfactory bulbs than men. This means that if a woman is attracted to a man's fragrance, it can significantly enhance her feelings for him. Understanding how to select the right scent can give you a strong advantage in attraction. Stick around until the end of the video to discover which fragrances are most effective in stimulating the senses. Psychological insight number 2. Women are drawn to men who have their own individuality. Being overly aggressive or assertive can lead to rejection, but showing respect while allowing a bit of vulnerability can make her more open to you. Building trust is essential, and it's important to pay attention to her body language to recognize her signals. Psychological insight number 3. Women often have feelings when they are near you but might not express them. If a woman captures your interest, it's wise to avoid starting as just friends. Research indicates that 68% of women might consider a romantic relationship with a man if they feel they can get what they want. This is why it's crucial to subtly indicate your interest from the start. If you want to know more, feel free to ask in the comments. Psychological insight number 4. The phenomenon known as preselection shows that when other women express interest in a man, he becomes 3 times more attractive. This effect also occurs when a man is with a group of women. Therefore, consider forming friendships with women and socializing with them, as it can positively influence how other women view you. These friends don't need to have romantic feelings for you. Their presence alone can spark the preselection effect, making it easier for you to connect with the woman you like. Psychological insight number 5. If she teases you, it often signals her interest. Playful teasing or cute nicknames are common ways for women to show attraction and foster trust. If you genuinely like her, engage with her playful energy by responding in kind. For example, you might say, "I know you call me that because you like it. Did you think I hadn't noticed?" Psychological insight number 6. Women appreciate men who can understand their unspoken cues. Recognizing body language, whether intentionally or not, is something they value, as not all men are adept at reading these subtle signals. Women may hesitate to express their feelings openly due to fear of rejection, which is why they often communicate interest through body language instead. Women typically don't expect rejection from men, which is why they often communicate their interest through body language. If a woman makes a deliberate gesture to express her feelings, she anticipates a response from you. If you overlook these signals, she may choose to stay silent and move on. If you're curious to learn more about this intriguing psychological strategy, feel free to ask in the comments. Psychological insight number 7. Women tend to be especially mindful of their appearance during intimate moments. They often focus on looking attractive, even down to the style and color of their lingerie. Instead of remaining silent, compliment her on how beautiful she looks during these times. You'll find that boosting her confidence in this way will encourage her to wear more striking outfits for you, making her more excited about your future encounters. Psychological insight number 8. When a man connects emotionally with a woman, she tends to experience heightened sensations. Understanding the psychological intricacies of a woman's mind can significantly enhance her satisfaction during intimate moments. Women often rely more on emotional and mental stimulation rather than just physical attraction. Rather than being direct, try subtle forms of communication to build a connection before moving to anything physical. Take your time, encourage her to express her emotions, and demonstrate that you genuinely understand her. This deeper bond will strengthen her feelings for you, but be cautious, as it's a delicate process. Psychological insight number 9. Women sometimes feel a stronger emotional bond with their friends than with their partners. Many women experience a deeper connection with their best friends, finding emotional support that they may not receive from their boyfriends. Research indicates that when women leave their partners at home to spend time with friends, they often feel heightened emotions, knowing they can be open without fear of judgment. This emotional fulfillment can sometimes be mistaken for love. It's important to maintain healthy boundaries between your partner and her close friends, as emotional betrayal can occur unexpectedly. Psychological insight number 10. Some women accept dates primarily for free meals. According to American surveys, 38% of women have admitted to going on dates just for the food. This highlights the complexities behind a woman's decision to agree to a date. Before asking someone out, ensure she is genuinely interested in you. If you want to know how to tell if a girl likes you, just ask in the comments, and I'll share more tips at the end of this video. Psychological insight number 11. When women are upset, they often prefer that you approach them. If a woman is angry or frustrated, showing her attention and empathy can help her feel better. This insight sheds light on why it's important to understand her feelings. Women can be challenging to read, but they possess a natural ability to experience deep emotions. Unlike men, they may not have the same emotional stability, and their feelings, both positive and negative, can be quite intense. Interestingly, some women may even find themselves drawn to men who mistreat them, as these emotional highs and lows can be stimulating. I'll delve deeper into this dynamic later, but for now, it's helpful to be aware of the emotional games women might engage in. Reflecting on our first psychological insight regarding scent, let's look at some popular aromatic essences. A 2017 study examined the effects of jasmine and lavender on 2 groups of men and 1 group of women. Each woman spent time with 2 men, one wearing a fragrance without these scents, and the other wearing a jasmine-based perfume. The study found that jasmine significantly heightened the women's interest in the men. You can find these scents in popular perfumes, including the renowned French options. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Inconsistent narratives. Every smile has a story, but can you discern whether it's genuine or just a facade? Be cautious of individuals whose stories frequently change. Inconsistent narratives often reveal a mask that people struggle to maintain. Like chameleons, these individuals adapt their tales to fit the situation or audience, leading to dramatic shifts over time as they forget details of their fabrications or concoct new stories that better serve their interests. This inconsistency is rarely accidental. It often serves as a deliberate strategy to manipulate or impress others. Authentic individuals may forget minor details, but their life stories remain coherent. In contrast, those who are insincere often get ensnared in their own deceptions. Struggling to keep track of their lies can severely damage both personal and professional relationships, as trust erodes when someone is perceived as untruthful. In a work environment, inconsistent stories foster a toxic atmosphere where colleagues cannot depend on each other, and managers cannot make informed decisions. Recognizing such individuals requires careful attention to their words. Over time, patterns of inconsistency will emerge. This vigilance is not about being paranoid, but rather about protecting yourself from manipulation and deceit. When in doubt, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Often, a person telling a false story will falter under scrutiny. Superficial connections. Fake individuals frequently prioritize quantity over quality in their relationships. Their interactions tend to revolve around what others can offer rather than mutual respect and genuine affection. Such superficial connections rarely lead to meaningful bonds. While they may know many people, their relationships often consist of shallow exchanges, like names and job titles, lacking any deeper emotional ties. They tend to avoid meaningful discussions about hopes, dreams, or personal challenges. These self-centered interactions are typically aimed at gaining social status, professional advantages, or other benefits. Fake people often hop between social circles, always on the lookout for the most advantageous connections. In doing so, they overlook the true value of deep, meaningful relationships, which can provide comfort during tough times and joy during happy ones. Those who form relationships with superficial individuals often feel used and unappreciated, leading to a lonely existence devoid of genuine companionship. To identify superficiality, observe how people discuss their relationships. Do they mainly talk about what others can do for them? Do they frequently switch social circles? Excessive flattery is also a warning sign, particularly in professional settings, as can create a false sense of trust or hide true intentions. Fake individuals may view relationships as transactional rather than reciprocal, and often use flattery to win favor or distract from their lack of competence or commitment. In contrast, genuine connections are rooted in mutual understanding and respect. Sincere compliments. Genuine compliments are specific and heartfelt, focusing on real accomplishments or qualities without any expectation of something in return. Learning to differentiate between sincere praise and flattery is essential for spotting individuals who may be trying to deceive you. Lack of empathy. Another common characteristic of insincere individuals is their inability to empathize. Those with a hollow heart struggle to connect with others and often show indifference to the feelings and needs of those around them, prioritizing only their own desires and goals. This emotional detachment is a significant red flag in both personal and professional relationships. People who lack empathy may overlook the emotional well-being of those nearby, failing to provide support when needed. In extreme cases, this can lead to manipulative or harmful behavior, as such individuals disregard the impact of their actions on others. This trait can be particularly damaging, inhibiting the development of deep, meaningful connections. One-sided relationships may form where one person's needs and feelings are consistently ignored or undervalued. In the workplace, a lack of empathy can foster a hostile atmosphere where colleagues feel unappreciated and misunderstood. To identify a lack of empathy, observe how people respond in different situations. Do they show genuine concern when others are upset? Can they celebrate others' achievements without making it about themselves? Do they exhibit understanding and patience during challenging times? Reflecting on these questions can help you assess whether someone lacks empathy, which is crucial for healthy relationships. Manipulative behavior. Manipulative individuals treat others like puppets rather than fellow humans, frequently using manipulation for personal gain while disregarding the feelings and well-being of those around them. This behavior is often a deliberate strategy to control or influence others to achieve their own objectives. It can manifest in various ways, ranging from subtle emotional manipulation to more overt tactics. Exploitation. Such behavior is fundamentally selfish, displaying a complete disregard for the autonomy of others. Manipulators often possess a keen understanding of human psychology and leverage it to their advantage through guilt, charm, coercion, or deception. This manipulation can be particularly dangerous because it frequently goes unnoticed until significant harm has occurred. Victims may feel confused, guilty, or even responsible for the manipulator's actions. Manipulation can create toxic dynamics within relationships, leading to diminished self-esteem and a loss of personal agency. Recognizing and addressing manipulative behavior in both personal and professional settings is crucial for maintaining healthy and respectful relationships. By understanding these tactics and taking protective measures, you can mitigate the negative impacts of manipulation and cultivate connections based on mutual respect and authenticity. Fair-weather friends. Fair-weather friends or colleagues are those who are present only during good times but vanish when challenges arise. This pattern of frequent absence during difficult moments is a clear sign of unreliability. While they are quick to celebrate successes, they are noticeably absent when their support is genuinely needed. The harm caused by this behavior extends beyond their absence during tough times. It creates a false sense of dependability. Their unreliability can leave friends, family, and colleagues feeling abandoned and unsupported. In personal relationships, this can lead to feelings of loneliness and betrayal, while in professional settings, it can disrupt team dynamics and impede progress. Identifying such individuals requires careful observation over time. It's important to recognize who remains loyal and dependable in challenging situations, as true reliability is revealed in adversity, not ease. Broken promises. Fake individuals often make commitments but seldom follow through, and this tendency to break promises reflects a lack of integrity and dependability. Making a promise is essentially giving your word, and failing to uphold it demonstrates disrespect for both the recipient and oneself. This undermines trust and can severely damage relationships, whether personal or professional. Broken promises lead to disappointment, and when this behavior becomes a pattern, it results in a loss of credibility and respect. In personal relationships, this can cause emotional distress, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and insecurity. In professional environments, unreliability harms one's reputation and can jeopardize career prospects. When dealing with individuals prone to breaking promises, it's essential to set clear expectations and boundaries, holding them accountable for their commitments. Protecting yourself from the potential negative effects of their unreliability is crucial, which often involves not relying solely on their assurances. Excessive self-promotion. Fake individuals tend to be self-absorbed and constantly seek attention, often exaggerating their accomplishments. This excessive self-promotion arises from a deep need for validation and admiration. They frequently manipulate situations to keep the focus on themselves, neglecting the achievements or contributions of others. Craving admiration over confidence. Some individuals seek admiration rather than genuinely displaying confidence or a solid sense of self. They often have an inflated sense of their own importance and believe they deserve constant recognition and praise. This behavior can disrupt both personal and professional relationships. In personal contexts, there may be an imbalance if one person's needs consistently overshadow those of others. In the workplace, excessive self-promotion can create a toxic atmosphere, undermining collaboration and teamwork as individuals strive to stand out at all costs. Recognizing excessive self-promotion requires careful observation. Pay attention to how people discuss themselves and their achievements. Do they dominate conversations? Do they exaggerate or fabricate details to appear more successful? Such patterns may indicate a tendency toward self-promotion and inauthenticity. Trusting your instincts. Trusting your instincts is a valuable skill for detecting authenticity. Often, our instincts pick up on inauthenticity before our minds can rationalize it. Subtle cues and inconsistencies may trigger an intuitive response, even if our conscious mind tries to dismiss them. However, it's important to remember that instincts aren't infallible. Biases and past experiences can influence them. While it's wise to heed your gut feelings, they should be balanced with rational thought and observation. If your instincts suggest that someone may be dishonest, take a step back and observe their behavior objectively. Look for patterns and evidence that either support or contradict your initial intuition. Untrustworthy instincts can mislead us, especially in complex social situations where biases and preconceptions play a significant role. Recognizing these biases can enhance your ability to trust your instincts. In summary, while instincts are a valuable tool for assessing the authenticity of those around us, they should be paired with rational thought and careful observation. This combination provides a clearer and more nuanced understanding of the people we engage with, enabling us to form genuine, meaningful connections. Understanding inauthenticity is essential as we navigate the complexities of human relationships. Building authentic connections requires awareness and wisdom. We've explored key traits that reveal the true nature of those around us, from inconsistencies in their narratives to their unreliability in keeping commitments. Each sign serves as a guide on this journey. However, our exploration doesn't stop here. Our channel is dedicated to helping you deepen your understanding of human behavior and relationships. Join a community committed to personal growth and authentic living by subscribing. If you found these insights valuable, please like and subscribe for more enlightening content. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments. Your story could help others find clarity. Together, we can work toward making the world a more authentic place. Remember, your intuition is your compass, and your desire to learn is key to relationship success. Every click, share, and subscription helps us reach more individuals and spread knowledge that can transform lives. Navigating adversity with resilience. Unfortunately, behaviors like sadism and envy can hinder personal growth across various settings, including workplaces, social circles, and even families. Consequently, learning to conceal your vulnerabilities can empower you, much like a tree that stands firm in a storm, its trunk solid while its leaves flutter and branches sway. This imagery reflects silent resilience. We'll discuss how to become more resilient by showing that you're unaffected by external or internal challenges. Each obstacle presents an opportunity to stand strong, not by ignoring the storm, but by choosing not to let the rain or wind bring you down. You'll learn to take charge of your destiny, remaining steadfast and calm. In this video, we'll explore 17 Stoic principles from Epictetus, a renowned philosopher. I encourage you to embrace self-awareness, where true strength lies in the quiet illumination of your path, rather than the clamor of chaos. In the upcoming minutes, focus on the content rather than daily distractions. First rule: prepare to fail. The only way to grow is to tackle the impossible. According to Epictetus, being labeled as foolish is not something to shy away from. Rather, it's a chance for growth. It allows you to advance in your professional journey. Overcoming challenges is a gradual process of trial and error, not an instantaneous response. We refine our path to excellence through persistent effort. Second rule: remember that death awaits. This rule isn't meant to promote pessimism, but rather to remind us that death is the inevitable conclusion of our lives. With this awareness, we might reconsider how we spend our limited time and resources on pursuits that cannot accompany us. Embracing this perspective helps us make more meaningful use of our time and view setbacks with greater realism. Third rule: listen twice as much as you speak. Nature has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. This design suggests that we should prioritize listening over speaking. Epictetus advises against falling in love with our own voices. Instead, we should seek to learn from the voices of others. Starting today, focus more on what those around you are saying and less on your own words. Fourth rule: always be prepared for the worst. Anticipating negative circumstances can often lead to unnecessary anxiety. We tend to worry about various potential issues, be it related to our children, jobs, relationships, or finances. Epictetus proposes a radical yet effective strategy. Envision that everything you fear has already occurred. This mindset can help alleviate anxiety by forcing you to confront worst-case scenarios head-on. Fifth rule: devise coping strategies. As you progress, remain vigilant about the uncertainties of life. The wealth we pursue can attract people who might take advantage of our good fortune. The threats to our well-being often come not just from external sources, but also from within ourselves. It's important to develop strategies to navigate these challenges while maintaining your composure. Sixth rule: guilt and its consequences. Guilt, much like a plague, can poison our spirit. This rule emphasizes the importance of perspective. While ordinary individuals often blame others or themselves, the wise take a broader view. Modern therapists suggest that guilt should be eradicated from our lives. The key to overcoming guilt lies in refusing to engage with it, as succumbing to it often leads to blame shifting and avoiding accountability for our actions. Only those with strong resolve can navigate guilt while accepting responsibility. True wealth: contentment. Seventh rule: true wealth lies in a contented spirit. According to Epictetus, true happiness is rooted in a contented mindset. A wise person doesn't dwell on what they lack, but instead finds joy in what they possess. Complaining about what we're missing only weighs us down and distracts us from celebrating our achievements. By cultivating gratitude for our accomplishments, we can discover genuine contentment beyond material wealth. Humility and learning. Eighth rule: cultivate humility. To truly learn, one must embrace humility every day. Epictetus encourages us to acknowledge our ignorance and approach learning with the wonder and curiosity of a child. Bragging about our knowledge can alienate us from real understanding. By adopting a humble attitude, we enhance our ability to learn and grow. Reactions and fate. Ninth rule, your reactions shape your fate. While we can't control external events, we can determine how we respond to them. Misfortune may come our way, but it's our reactions that define our growth and success. What happens to us is less important than how we choose to handle it. Forming positive alliances. 10th rule, build alliances with positive individuals. Just as we instinctively avoid illness, we should also be wary of negative influences. Epictetus advises surrounding ourselves with inspiring people who uplift us. This choice greatly affects our mental health and overall well-being. Investing in simplicity. 11th rule, embrace simplicity. While luxury and wealth may be alluring, they often bring stress and upkeep. Choosing a simpler lifestyle alleviates the burdens of financial obligations and fosters inner peace. Wealth demands constant effort, whereas simplicity can lead to greater tranquility. Performing duties diligently. 12th rule, fulfill your responsibilities. We should approach our duties with the same consistency as the sun rises, without seeking praise. Fulfilling our responsibilities is vital, both for ourselves and for others, and doing so diligently is our moral duty. Letting go of uncontrollable factors. 13th rule, stop worrying about what you can't control. We can manage our opinions, but not our reputations or external successes. Worrying about what's beyond our control is a waste of time. Epictetus encourages us to focus on our internal values and let fate take care of the rest. Ignoring negative influences. 14th rule, ignore those who despise you. Instead of harboring hatred for those who criticize you, recognize that you hold more power than their negativity suggests. Don't waste your energy on resentment. Rise above their criticism and stay focused on what truly matters. Their negativity doesn't deserve space in your thoughts, and by building immunity against such influences, you enhance your resilience. Deriving value from adversity. 15th rule, extract value from every experience. According to Epictetus, we should seize the opportunities that arise from adversity. For instance, if you're informed that you might lose your job, view it as a chance to explore that entrepreneurial dream you've been contemplating. By seeking the positives in every situation, you'll gain momentum that propels you forward in life.